My dear Nigerians, I come to you guys today with a lot of pain, um, a lot of sorrow in my heart. This Christmas season, that should be a season of joy and happiness, has been turned to a season of pain, sorrow, and loss to thousands of Nigerians from all over the country. Every now and then, since we entered the December month, we've been hearing about stampedes. A lot of them happened and were just swept under the carpet, and we didn't get to hear about it. But there are a lot, many of them that were high profile cases. We started hearing about them. We heard about the one that happened in a battle with the owner's former wife. And then there was another one that happened when Nigerian customs, that was way even before this period, when Nigerian customs was selling rice at discounted amounts. And then I woke up this morning and I saw a video about what happened in Okija. Now, if you put together, like I was saying on Dr. Damage's show, whenever you see these numbers, I want you to assume that it's probably double those numbers. Why do I say this? Let me give you an analogy. When this stampede happens, the whole place is crowded with people. You can't make sense of what is going on. People keep pushing on people, and when these deaths begin to happen, a lot of people don't even know that the deaths have started happening because people are being crushed. Some people have passed out, they're already dead, and yet those pushing upon them don't even know that they're already dead. Now, immediately they begin to raise an alarm that people are dying. There's panic, there's confusion. The people around them begin to carry them and run to hospitals. Some people begin to carry them home. Some people collapse on their way running home. And so some of the deaths that you hear them talk about may not be the total number of deaths that that happened in that stampede. It is the ones that happen when the whole crowd has dispersed, and now you get an opportunity to count the people who are lying dead. Some people just get home and they died, and their wards just go and bury them or carry them to another mortuary, or do not want them to be included amongst the list of people who died. And so what am I trying to say? That if you put all these records together, you will notice that probably close to 500 people were lost because they went to get free rice. Do I have anything against sharing of rice as gifts during Christmas? No, that's not the point. But the point here is that these people went to get this rice because they are hungry. They are hungry. So I hope that by now we understand the gravity of the situation in Nigeria. When we say that people are hungry, when we say that the situation is very bad, people come online and they say, oh, Chidi, you people are making too much noise. It is not as bad as you say it. What do you mean that it's not that bad? In a country of over 260 million people, you have maybe 1,000 flaunting their wealth, or even if it is 1 million, which I doubt, who are living above board and who are very comfortable, can fly, in and out of the country, build mansions, drive the best cars. Because of those people, you say there's no problem in Nigeria. You say there's no hunger in the land. Years back, when did you see that during Christmas there were these stampedes? Stampedes happen when the result, you get the response, is more than the anticipated numbers. You just assume that, oh, you know what, I want to give out, because you have something in mind. It is not the type of hall you rent for a 1,000 capacity event that you rent for a 100 capacity event. You rent your space, you plan according to the anticipated number of people. So for all these times when people organize this event, they never imagined that the amount of people that showed up. That means everybody underrated the level of poverty in the land. So my message to you is this. Whenever we call people out for protest, you say, Chidi, don't do that, people are going to die. But I don't know of any protests that, oh, we had like 50 people, 60 people, 30 people dead. I do not expect that even one person should die in a protest. But just think about it. If we all took to the streets and we ended this whole shenanigan once and for all, and they killed 5, 6, 7 people, and then the rest of us, our brothers and sisters, even if it is me that dies and the rest of the people can live, would I not have achieved something? But without provocation, without going for protest, already hundreds of you are dying. So don't you now see that the argument about people dying during protest does not hold any water, because you're dying anyways, with or without protest. You should be standing up for your rights and taking what belongs to you back. But we're afraid, we are finding excuses, making excuses to make us not to go out there and protest and take our country back, while the people in authority abuse our rights, the people in authority intimidate us, the people in authority just allow us to go hungry, while their children, their families, their cohorts live in opulence. Don't you see that is a great imbalance? The wealth that belongs to you, the wealth that is yours, you allow these people to squander it while you live in abject poverty. It doesn't make sense. So the right thing to do is to stand up. Stand up and let us protest this thing once and for all. That's what we should do. Let's just protest this thing once and for all, so that we can take back our country, please. That's what we need to do. So that's the message I'm bringing to you guys today. All these deaths through stampede because people were going to line up to receive rice should never happen. And we will see more of this as the hunger in the land will continue unless we put a stop to it. And how do we put a stop to it? By rising up and challenging the system and saying that enough is enough. We've had enough. When we call for protest, and protest is a way of you showing that you're tired of what you're seeing. So don't let anybody discourage you from standing up and demanding for your rights. You have a right to live well in a country as rich as Nigeria. We have a right to demand accountability. Why are the people hungry? Why are we not able to produce enough food in a land that has good weather, in a land where you can cultivate food from morning to night, 24 hours in a day? There is, what am I talking about? You can contribute, you can cultivate food all year round. All year round, you can farm in Nigeria. There's good weather. We need to ask the questions: how are we not able to feed ourselves? So, as I wish you Merry Christmas, I hope that in the new year we'll be able to stand up and fight for our rights. Thank you.